Hey guys, Dan here from Project Dead Gaming. I'm bringing you a new Odd Eyes pet profile, thanks to the what's the set called again? Sorry, I'm having a lot of wind issues. Oh, okay, that link's not going to work for you people then. Holy shit. When I say you people, I mean viewers. So how the hell do I share this shit? Oh. Okay. There we go. I turn on the freaking streaming and Odd Eyes. God fucking hell is wind. Hold on. Freaking do this. Never try and freaking do a deck list outside, especially during this fucking time of the year. I swear to God, every time I try and do a freaking deck profile or something out in the outside, the wind just starts picking up and it's ridiculous. That. So again, if you guys are just joining right now, sorry about the slight delay getting the word out so everybody can go and see the new deck profile once I start it. Again, I apologize for the delay. I am just, where is it? Okay. That's the wrong one. Oh my God. This I think it is. No, it's not. Cool. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to start with the main deck. Again, I apologize for any issues that there may be. So, this being an Odd Eyes deck, Also, am I being heard all right? Am I being heard all right? Somebody tell me in the chat, please. Because I have no audio feedback because the YouTube live stream player doesn't tell me how I sound. Trying to figure out where the mic is. It doesn't find my headset mic, so it's kind of disappointing. So, this being an odd eyes deck profile, first three cards should be obvious. We got 3 Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum Dragon, which is a default for this deck. 3 of the newly released Odd Eyes Revolution Dragon. I don't know how that shows up for you guys, but it looks backwards to me. Hopefully it's showing up correctly. 3 Odd Eyes Persona. 1 Performer Pal Odd Eyes Dissolver. 1 Performer Pal Odd Eyes Synchron. The last 2 cards for the main deck Odd Eyes monsters are Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon and Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon. I don't know why I said it like there was going to be more than one. My bad. Can't be a good pendulum build without having Dark Worm and Gate 0. I'm running Gate 0 at 2 because it actually destroys a scale and sets off Arc Pendulum. And sometimes I want to draw into it. I'm also running 1 Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon. Yeah, I only really need 1 because, say, activate a lore, banish a target that I might need in hand, scale, pop, return to hand. Sure, I take 1,000 life point damage from that, but I just thought of something stupid. I can play Megamorph with this if I really wanted to. That's the last of the pendulum monsters. We still have non-pendulums, such as 2 copies of Jet Synchron. And no, those are not the only 3 tuners I run. The 2 Jet Synchron and the Odd Eye Synchron. I also run Dragon Buster. Obviously not to tune with. And Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion. Link fodder for needle fiber or otherwise. 2 Mist Valley Apex Avian. Got to be able to make that infinite gate. Speaking of which, we got Mist Valley Thunderbird. And then we have the last 2 monsters in the deck are Darkness Metal. Kind of wishing I had an Ultra or a Alt Art at the moment. That one's obvious. This one is more obscure. I don't even remember how to say the name. Celiglare, the Luminous Lunar Dragon. It's a level 6 light dragon, so I can use it with Chaos. And if I'm pendulum summoning, I get to take control of a monster that has 2,400 or less attack. So say I've already caused the opponent to. I've already baited the Appaloosa once. It's down at 2400 or less. Pendulum summon, or hell, even normal summon without tributing. If it's under 1500, I can just take control of it from there. And they try to negate it, then it's just at that point, okay, cool, they negated the effect. I'll not worry about it as much. So that's it for the monsters. Let me get to the spells and the one trap. So since we only have one trap in the deck, I'm going to start there. High rate draw also came out in Armageddon, in the same set as the reprint. I don't know why I said newly released. No, I said newly released on the Revolution, didn't I? So this pops 2, draws 1 for every 2 that's destroyed. It doesn't pop any 2, just my 2. And it's, let's see if it'll focus on there. Destroy 2 or more monsters you control. And if you do, draw 1 card for every 2 monsters destroyed. During your opponent's main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 monster you control, destroy it, and if you do, set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use that effect once per turn of this card. So I've had an instance where I'm playing my Odd Eyes, right? I leave Vortex on the field. Vortex is fine. They don't do shit to it for some reason. They go to hit it with, I forgot what it was that they went to hit it with. I had this engrave after having used its effect, so I've got an extra card in hand. I go, sorry, I haven't summoned another Odd Eyes from Arc Pendulum. Pop Vortex, set in back row, summon Vortex back. I basically set this for free. That's pretty good for the self-destructive decks that like to destroy shit to set things off of their own. Now we're on to the spells. I don't know how many spells we have, but we're running it's a 42 card deck. So got 1 Pendulum Fusion. You'll see why once we get to the extra deck. 1 Dragon Shrine. It's a super, not the secret, but it's still fine. Foolish Burial. 1 Ravine. Now, I'm not running the Link monster that searches it out because I never really go into it anymore. Running 2 copies of Summoner's Art. This is good because it can search for my best high scale in the deck, and that is the Arc Pen. It's a vanilla, but it's also level 7. So I have 3 ways to really search it out. Technically 4 now that Revolution is out. Running 2 Sky Iris. So I can search my Revolution, which can in turn search other things, if need be. Running 3 Spiral Flame Strike. Not a hard once. Basically a Rhoda for Odd Eyes. And it's also a, well, what's that card that you target 1 to pop? It's not a quick play, but if it was, that would be nice, because I could target something on the opponent's turn so long as I control a Odd Eyes and pop stuff. which is slightly unfortunate that it doesn't have the ability to be quick play. Last 3 spells in the deck: Allure of Darkness, which is very good considering 90% of my monsters are dark. Now for the extra deck. I'm going to kind of work from this in reverse here. So we've got 2 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Normally, I prefer to have 2 of the same rarity, but it's absolutely fine that I don't have it, because if I go and decide to run Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon in the extra deck, I'll most certainly be summoning this one properly, and then this one will be off the Absolute, so that way I can keep track of which one was properly summoned and which one was not. One Ignister Prominence, the Blasting Draco Slayer. It's always good to have some kind of non-targeting removal, as well as in this deck something that sets off my high scale again. That's a common thing in this deck, is to pop an Odd Eyes to set off Arc Pendulum, so it works. 1 Cyframe Lord Omega. This actually came up against a particular deck. There's that pesky wind again. I forget what deck it was. Dogmatica. Because they send things to grave, and sometimes I would send things I don't want in grave, or they would banish my only properly summoned Vortex. So having this not being sent to grave, properly summon, return Vortex to graveyard, summon it back through Arc Pendulum, and I'm good to go again. That's why there's also a second one in case I have to send that to grave. I'll send something else back to the extra deck. 1 Supreme King Dragon Clearwing. Field Nuke. It's a wonderful field nuke, especially if I can get it off during the opponent's turn some way or another. And usually that'll be by using, actually, this next card. Shooting Riser Dragon. So, unfortunately, I only run the 1 level 6, but I think... Nope. I only have the 1 level 6. That's slightly disappointing, but still alright, especially if I haven't drawn into it yet. Sorry, wind again. So, that's starting off the level 7 Synchros. Here's the next one. F.A. Don Drexler, gotta have extra negation. Fairly simple to make. And then the last of my Synchro monsters is Formula Synchron. Most of my other decks, this is my way to go into clear Supreme King Dragon Clearwing. Like if I were to make an updated build to the 60-card pendulums, you would definitely be seeing the Supreme King Dragon Clearwing in there, because I realized that I can field nuke on my opponent's turn using this. A little too late, I might add. The one and only Ixies I'm currently running is Dark Anthlon Dragon. So this functions similarly to a Boral Sword, but not quite at the same time. Because while it could not attack twice in a single turn, it does have an attack reducing and attack gaining effect in a similar manner to Boral Sword. So essentially, it's another Boral sword that I can basically just go, oh, hey, you've got a Boral sword. I've got a Boral sword, and I've got this on field. I'm going to attack you twice and gain, like, twice the attack. Not to mention, it's a 10 scale. Answer zone is destroyed by battle or card effect. So, say they strike it, I get a free scale out of it, which is absolutely amazing should I not have a high scale at the moment. We got Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. Fairly simple for me to go into in this deck, though I usually stray away from attempting to make that because unless I'm running Numerons, of all things, in an Odd Eyes deck, Numerons can make Appaloosa absolutely amazing because it's just, here's Numeron Wall, here's the Numeron field spell, send the spell from the deck to the grave, summon 4 of them, here's Appaloosa. Speaking of Boral Sword, here he is. I'm running 1 Boral Sword, 1 Boral Load. And then for the last 3 links I'm running, I've got Crystron Huckafibrex. Again, fuck you, Konami. Needle Fiber was fine. And I don't care if that cost me any kind of potential sponsorship with Konami. Needle Fiber was just fucking fine as a name. Predator Plant, Verte Anaconda. That's where the Pendulum Fusion comes in. Also my secondary way to summon Vortex in this current build. The last thing should have been obvious from the main deck. Union Carrier. So I'm open to questions with the live chat on the deck build, as well as keep an eye out on my Twitter and in the Discord that I should have linked. I think that I have the right Discord linked in the description. But keep an eye out on Discord and Twitter for the next deck list profile. They're both going to be live. Well, hold on. It's going to be live as well. I'm sorry. It's been a long morning, long day. Let me know what you guys know. Think about the deck profile. I'll be here for another few minutes. Looking at the live chat. If you guys want to say anything. The next deck profile will be Ancient Gears once I get the appropriate pieces. There's a mess. All right. Another 20 seconds, and I'm going to end the stream here. Alright, thanks for watching. I don't know if YouTube's going to put this up live or after the stream's done or not, but if it is, and you make it to the end of the video, thanks. Share it with anybody that's looking for an Odd Eyes deck profile if you think it's good enough. Have a good one.